Hey y'all, today we're checking out the Habitat for Humanity Restore rack on Memorial because I heard it was a great thrift store, so why not? So I started out on the perimeter of the store and they had like a lot of furniture, household goods, as you can see, which I thought that was all Habitat for Humanity thrift stores had, but apparently this one's different because they have the rack, which includes normal thrifted items. Continued around the perimeter, and of course I saw this big bucket of toys. I always see people on YouTube who are like really knowledgeable about this and they do great with resale, but I have no idea. I thought this Minnie was cute and she was like an official Disney Minnie. And y'all, this store just started to piss me off because what do you mean $30, $40 for this artwork, generic artwork that I could buy at Ross for 20 or less? I thought this picture was kind of cool. I ended up not getting it. I think the frame was broken or something. It's always interesting to see like people did their art projects at home and then they end up donating it. I'm sure there's someone out here in the world who collects those kind of things, but yeah. I always wonder, like, did they just say forget it and like I'm over my art phase and they throw it away? Or what actually happens? But yeah, I wasn't seeing too much that I was really interested in at this point, but I was trying to give it a chance. It's so interesting going to the thrift store too, because you always see other people. Like, I think I saw a guy with that fish picture, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Honestly, I was about ready to pack it up and go home already, but I had missed one crucial piece of information, the color sale. So every day they have certain colors that are 50% off, and then this was the aftermath of Easter, so Easter stuff was 75% off. So I went ahead to go ahead and check that out. It definitely looked like it had been picked over. I'm not really a big Easter person anyway, but 75% off is 75% off, especially if you can find something resellable. But I don't know, I just found a lot of kind of creepy bunnies, empty Easter basket, things of that nature, a bag of plastic Easter eggs that you can get for, well, I'm not gonna keep saying what you could get something for at Dollar Tree or whatever, but this creepy little bunny here, they just really were pissing me off, y'all. Heard that? Mer. What's this one? Well, this is a little awkward. No selfies in the bathroom. Okay. And why is this $15 for these plastic shenanigans? $3 for somebody's doggo plate. $5 for a block with no knives in it. $15 for a whirly pop that was burnt on the bottom and corroded inside. Oh, they really pissed me off with this one because what? Look, she's mad too. Or I guess she's just mad because she wants some watermelon. Like, what in the fuck? And I did a lap around the store, and when I came back, that was gone. So somebody freaking bought that, bro. I hope they burned it. Anywho, here's the selection of books. They did have like this cart full of books and then a pretty decent sized bookcase section, which I never look at books in the thrift store ever since Texas, because I felt like I only would find like weird like Amish romance novels and religious books and stuff, but looks like Tulsa's a little more has a lot more variety. I was like, oh, is that Sammy Davis Jr.? Y'all, it was Dean Martin. He was tan to the gods, wasn't he? That's back when they lived off of martinis, cigarettes, and suntan lotion. They even have like 8-track tapes, CDs, DVDs. If you're into like old media, they had some albums too. I didn't really take a look at those because I know it was about to be country. I saw this. I said, oh, what is this? I'm about to find a rare Barbie. Y'all, they was neglected Barbie dupes, okay? Neglected Barbie dupes, naked ones. And also the little Beanie Babies, which I think Beanie Babies are pretty much worthless anyway, but I thought I found some Beanie Babies, but it was a scam, y'all. It was like knockoff Beanie Babies and rejected Barbie dolls. Y'all, this store had me, and because I was so determined at this point, right? Oh, here's the luxury section. Yes, they had the Gucci dupes. This is what was in the case, right? They got some Juicy Couture sneakers, the DKNY. You see that? And then I finally found some things and they're like, oh, the dressing rooms are closed because obviously there must be a high demand of people wanting to steal all this great stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to see me just being nosy, looking around all over the place. And I saw like a couple at one point pass me. I'm all in the freaking Housewares and stuff. Just easily distracted, y'all. But a couple passed me and they had a cart full of baby clothes, and the baby clothes were awesome. Like, they looked brand new, very clean. I hadn't looked in that section because I don't have any need for that, and I don't know anyone who does at the moment. But yeah, I would think if you're looking for baby clothes, I definitely would recommend this store for that. And then I also saw a younger guy, and he just had that reseller aura about him.
You find lots of treasures at thrift stores.
And he walked past me with a bunch of, he had some Levi's, some Carhartt, things like that, which led me going into the men's section. I'm glad I went over there, checking out some blazers and stuff. It was definitely a little awkward trying out clothes like that, but there was at one point another woman joined me. Like, there was another mirror behind me facing the opposite direction. We're just up there in thrift store, you know, flinging stuff around, trying stuff on. All right, y'all, let's get out of here. I'm going to take you home and show you what I got. But before we do, we're making a quick pit stop at Sweetie Pie's Amish Bakery. All of their goodies, baked goods, and foods come from an Amish community that's right outside of Tulsa. At Sweetie Pie's, I've lately been addicted to, well, I'm addicted to several things there, but I've lately been addicted to their oatmeal cream pies. They're so good. All right, super quick haul, what I got from the Restore rack. I ended up getting the Houndstooth blazer. I just love Houndstooth. This is very soft, nice. I feel like I'm about to have a menswear moment, a blazer moment. So I picked up a couple blazers. I usually have good luck with blazers for resale, especially if I can find anything Ralph Lauren, silks, just natural fibers, natural fabrics. This one is not the 100% silk. It is not, but it's still quite nice. I like it. I like it a lot. And I love that the sleeves are not too long for me, because men's blazer sleeves are always too long. I mean, what more can we say? But I actually ended up putting back the 100% silk one and getting this one instead. They look so similar, but I had noticed this one had these like itty bitty tiny holes. It looks in great condition. It doesn't look to be like structurally compromised, moth eaten or anything. Maybe something had just started getting to this before it was donated. I'll see what I can do about that, but I'm not terribly concerned. Recently, the TikTok girlies have been saying that cobalt blue is the color of 2026. I found this cool Venezia leather skirt. It does not have a size on it, I don't think. It says H4. It does fit. It also has an elastic waistband, which I don't think I've ever seen on a leather skirt before. My cat just scared the hell out of me. So I'm sure there's some sort of waist. It's a little bit too big in the waist. I think probably just like this, maybe pin it or something. So I don't want to compromise it. But this was $10. That blazer, I believe was the color of the day. Wait, did I pay $20 for this? Because it was purple. The color yesterday was red and pink. So yeah, I did. This, I already took the tag off, but I know this was 10. Something about color. Okay, this one is Casper. I'm also realizing that I got a lot of things that are dry clean only. So I'm going to be running to the dry cleaners. This is polyester rayon. Okay, so it did give me like a silk blend type of look to it, type of feel. Feeling the vibrant colors. I don't know. This isn't necessarily me, but like I said, I feel like I'm going through a moment, a suiting moment. Auntie, mysterious auntie. Glasses. These are my old glasses from like 6 years ago. My eyes are laughing at this. Tan. What the hell? I thought I bought a lot of stuff for the low, for the halfsies, but apparently I didn't. This dress was $7. It's actually cute on. Sometimes it's just something to throw on. All right, then we have this dress. Young, Fabulous, and Broke is the brand. This appeared definitely to never have been worn. Originally sold at Nordstrom. Comps for resale are around like 20 bucks. And I got this for $5 because it was the color of the day. Finally, something was the color of the day. This blazer, I don't know if I'll wear it with the leather skirt, but I did get like a cobalt blue bodysuit from Express that maybe I'll do like a monochromatic kind of thing with it. I think that could be cool. Could be cute. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to dress my age. What does that mean? This was color of the day, so this ended up being $5. Thrifting influencer girlies have been talking about Kato a lot, and I see a lot of them saying that they have good luck with resale with this brand. And at the time, I was like, look at these little babies. They're so cute. Kato. Like, I remember Kato, like my aunties and big cousins and stuff who used to shop there. But I think by the time I was old enough, Kato maybe had gotten a little more fast fashion-y or something. Because I never thought of Kato as having like suitwear, suiting, women's suiting and stuff. But I don't know. Simple, easy. I like this. Give me like a tweed-ish Chanel vibes. Can we go that? Can we go out on a limb and say Chanel vibes? I also got some Housewares, set of these for like $150. I think it was 6 of them. I really appreciate how they had them like on a little box and taped together and then taped down to the piece of cardboard so that they did not get broken. It took me 2 trips to the restore, but I found 2 of these Williams Sonoma juice glasses. Apparently they were part of a set of 8, I believe. So maybe if as I keep going back, maybe I'll keep accumulating glasses in that set. I got this beautiful mug. I am a mug collector. I love mugs and I love like weird salt and pepper shakers. Pottery Barn. They had it priced at $2. I feel a way about paying $2 for a mug at the thrift, but this one was $1, so I got it. S is my last name initial, so I had to grab that one. Fine china dessert plates. I looked it up, of course, as thrifties. We're always gonna check the back. I don't think this is anything like super exceptional, right? Fine china, it says fine china made in Japan on the back, but I just thought they're cute, so I will use them and probably not attempt to resell them. Like glass salad bowls. And these look like they're actually a contemporary. Like I thought they were antique and I always wanted to get a set of these for salad. And now I have some. And it was a set of 4 for I think $6 or around that, $5 or $6 for the set of 4. Also picked up a couple sets. I saw this and I had been wanting for like 2 summers now. It's been trendy sets with a little vest and pants in the summertime, and sometimes a skirt. It's Shein, y'all. Just is not great. It looks cheap and everything. I'm like, would I even buy this off Shein? It was priced for this set at $8.98, but then it was color of the day red. So I got this for what, $4.50 for the set. And I was like, it's probably what they paid on Shein. It's fine. I kept it out of the landfill. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm not a clothes snob. I will shop at Shein, but I've really gotten away from it. I feel like every time I've shopped there, it's been so disappointing, man. So disappointing that I'm like, why did I do this? Okay. 2 pieces potentially for resale, potentially to keep. Along that same vein with Kato, I did find this linen cotton blend. Actually, is it 100%? Linen, no, it was definitely a linen cotton blend, and I think it has, oh yeah, that lining's definitely not cotton. That was something else I was looking at. Linen rayon blend, okay, with 100% polyester lining. That's okay. That is all right. I was thinking of doing something, the TikTok girlies, once again, getting dresses like this and like cutting them high up the sides and wearing with jeans or sometimes with nothing. If they're, you know, if you're young and you have the body for it. And auntie, not so much. And then it came with this little jacket. And this was also color of the day when I bought it. So I got that whole set for $5. What the world? Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, good. How you doing?
I'm good. Beautiful door.
Thank you.
My name is Linda, and I'm a friend with the lady right there.
Uh-huh. Not Linda, this is Barbara. I said, now what did this lady want at my door? She was with the neighborhood busybodies committee, y'all. I'm not even gonna get into it, but yes. The neighborhood watch was in full force. I handled that very well. Woosah. At least she wasn't coming. I thought she was about to be on some come to church. This is like Khadijah. We are living single. What? Keep your head up. What? If you wanna say what? We are living Single. Did I ever put this skirt, try to put the skirt on? I just know it's not gonna fit. This is 1000% Khadijah. Runs the magazine. She owns her own magazine. But I love the blazer. It's a little pronounced in the shoulders, but yes, get into it. I love the little boutons. This one was also, so women's suits, $20. $20 for the women's suit. And this was $10 for the set because color of the day. So according to the internet, Fox Dry Cleaners is the best dry cleaners to use. Fox Dry Cleaners at 41st and Yale is the best in Tulsa. So I'm probably about to spend like $100 on freaking dry cleaning, but that's okay. Maybe I'll find like a coupon or something online. That'd be great. I love this. It's, I think the TikTok girls would call this light academia, college core, professor core. I love it. 100% camel hair. Condition is impeccable. I find no flaws. Look at this. Look at this. I graded your paper by hand in my big manual that has all the columns. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all are too young with the red, green, the black. Maybe everybody doesn't know that. There were some kids who were so brave and so bold who would go into that book and change their grade. How did the teachers not know? Or did they know? And then they were like, if you're that bold to do that, you're getting the grade. Like it would be someone who was straight failing and they would change all their grades to like 98s and get an A in the class. How crazy? How crazy is that? Oh, this has like a pocket in the pocket. How cute is that? A little, oh my goodness. What do you put in that pocket? I don't know. It's a little tiny one. What goes in that pocket? Ooh, one last thing. I feel like I will keep saying one last thing. There's probably a couple pieces around here that I forgot, but this is just cute. It looks crazy. Like it looks crazy right now, but it's really pretty on. Has pockets and a built-in shelf bra. Made in Vietnam. My eyes, y'all, I gotta get my glasses. But yeah, really pretty, like a nice vacation dress. This was on color sale. So I think I ended up paying like $2-3, and it had, I've washed it already, but it was new with tags. So yeah, had to brag about that one real quick. Bronley, exclusively at Renberg's Tulsa. Like I bet some Tulsa OGs, people who have been around, they probably know. I mean, this was probably like the place to shop, right? If you had it like that, baby. Yes. Thank you to this man. I don't know this man. All right, for real this time. Bye.